Welcome to Heart Talk, coming to you every Monday, 10 p.m. from Heart Knocks Training Center in Malaysia. My name is Danush. I work here at Heart Knocks in the Advanced Living Series department. Today, we have two guests here who have recently completed their Legacy Reloaded journey. Introduce yourselves.
So my name is Shan. I'm actually, my age is 36. I'm working in the cybersecurity industry. And I'm currently engaged with my fiance.
Nice.
I'm Katherine. I teach. I'm a teacher, and I'm married. I have a son. He's 4 years old.
Nice. Okay. So, to the audience out there, today our podcast is going to be about Legacy Reloaded. You guys completed Legacy Reloaded about a month ago, I think?
Yeah, a month ago.
Right? Okay. For all the Legacy graduates out there, this is a special message for you all. So I'd like to know a little bit about Legacy Reloaded. Tell me, because I wasn't part of your team. Tell me a little bit about what Legacy Reloaded is.
Okay, I think before I share what is Legacy Reloaded for me, I think one reason why I accepted yes to join was because I wanted to grow. I always have the curiosity of learning. And my experience during Legacy Reloaded was, honestly speaking, it was I have a lot of conversation because this is like my second time playing my Legacy. So I think any participants went through Legacy, they understand the experience they went through, and I have that same conversation. But because of my belief of giving, my belief of growing, and it's part of my process to play a bigger game. And I noticed back during my Legacy journey, it was not a smooth experience, and I just wanted to this time give me an opportunity to play differently. To play differently in the way that this time I'm willing to play who I want to become in these 100 days. And it allows me to showcase to me or allow me to show up who I'm becoming throughout 100 days.
Okay.
That was my experience.
So that was your experience in Legacy Reloaded, right? What about what Legacy Reloaded is? Because I'm curious first to kind of let people know what Legacy Reloaded is in general. You know?
So Legacy Reloaded, it's not the same as Legacy.
Okay.
A lot of people think that, having played both, having been in Legacy and Legacy Reloaded, if you ask me to compare both, I actually love Legacy Reloaded more.
Okay.
I like it better. It's not that I didn't play my Legacy or I didn't have fun in Legacy. It's a different sort of energy. So in Legacy, it was always like action, something after another. As always chasing, just chasing with enrollments and chasing with a lot of things. Our goals, we have certain set goals and we have to achieve them and all. It's exactly the same in Legacy Reloaded, but the energy is more gentle, softer. There is no one pushing us. It's more on our own responsibility. And if you want to shine, you shine. If you want to take your time, you take your time. So it was a relief. It was a breath of fresh air for me. And having done Legacy previously, when I heard what Legacy Reloaded is, but my first question in my mind, I was thinking, is it even possible to achieve result with gentleness, loving, caring only, with no rigor? Is that possible? That was what was going on in my mind. And after playing Legacy Reloaded, I realized, It's possible. Who said we have to always get up and jump into things? Who said we need to always be in the present and do everything? No, not necessary. So it was a very beautiful shift of energy, and I realized that you can accomplish a lot of things if you know, if I know how to move from this yin and yang energy. Yeah. So that was for me legacy related.
Yeah, in a way, what she said was, in a way, I could relate with her. It's like my legacy loaded journey was everything coming from of what's my commitment. It's like there's no one to tell you what to do. I myself just whether I want to play or whether I just want to take a seat back. But the difference is this time is because the awareness. The awareness will not allow me to play passively. The awareness within me wants to show up who am I, what's my belief, what's my purpose. And legacy loaded yearly in a way intensify it, but in a way but from my own willingness. There's no seniors, there is no one else to kick my ass and tell me, oh, you need to go and do this, do that, what's the goal. Everything else I kick my own self. And it's different experience because it's no longer have like a babysitter to tell me what to do or parents tell me what to do. It's everything coming from myself. And that was a very wonderful experience because it reminds me how far I've became when I played my first legacy and now. That I have the support, and the difference is the one who I was, who am I now. So that's, I feel it was a very wonderful journey through the legacy reloaded journey through these 100 days. That was my thing.
So I'm hearing legacy reloaded is same but different.
Yes.
Same but different in terms of the legacy and legacy reloaded. And what I'm really hearing is that legacy reloaded for you two, it was a space where you got to shift your energy, got to choose who you're becoming.
Yeah.
Right. You said something about yin and yang. So what I hear is that you were drawing or going into the energy of attracting results in legacy reloaded. Is that
You
what you
used
mean?
the right word. Yes.
Correct. I think
Not chasing.
correct.
attracting.
That's what you said. I think in legacy loaded, especially me, I don't go and chase result. I practice in a way I let result comes to me. I attract it to me.
So it was a different kind of rigor, right? Different kind of
Yes.
rigor in terms of attracting, because even that, like you said, show up certain way of being, right, to attract. Okay, so legacy reloaded, another 100 days, same but different.
Yeah.
More attracting work than really going out there to get it.
Yeah.
Okay, new practices. I'm hearing.
But having said that, I also need to tell you that it's not all of us. I had the privilege of seeing another 18 of us, all of us play. So some of us were playing it the way we know how to play legacy.
Okay.
So away from the context, not intentionally, but that was what was built in our head. And when we reach second weekend and third weekend, we are reminded, oh, it's not the same, like that.
Okay. So you could play it the same way, but
Yes.
is that what you're saying?
We can because
I think moments we do play the same way because it's our automatic.
I will say we were empowered to be ourselves.
So
We were empowered to have confidence and validation of ourselves. Yeah. So that's why I said I love Legacy Reloaded so much. The context, the curriculum, I love it a lot. But like I said, all the 19 of us, it's not that everybody played the same way, because some of us were doing it the same way as Legacy, instead of trying to mold ourselves into what we were becoming. The question that we were asked again and again is, what are you becoming? So a lot on attracting. and not really chasing. Yes.
And from my perspective, like some of our buddies, like because they play how they show up doing legacy, and I was fine with it because end of the day, like what you said, same but different. Same, it could be the result. So end of the day, everything is about result. Result shows everything, and even moments myself also. I go into my how I used to play, but the best thing about in this space is there's always someone like, especially like Katherine or any of my buddies, reminding me, who am I? Who am I now? What's my purpose here? So it's a continuing thing. Like imagine it's like that's why it's called All Star. 19 of us comes together and all like super aware, but we do have the pros, our advantage and the drawbacks. But each of us continue reminding us, and that's what's beautiful.
Okay. So, on some level, because you don't have a senior, right? You must have come in with a very specific intention, something that you wanted for yourself. And I've heard a little bit from Shan already about continuous growth, becoming someone else, moving forward, growing your ways of being. Katherine, for yourself, what got you to say kind of
Yes.
yeah?
Okay. I was at a point of my life where I think a lot of things were happening so fast. I got married, and in the same year I had my kid, and life changed. And I was carrying a lot of guilt of motherhood. Like, am I being a good mother? I want to be able to do justice to my son, but at the same time, I want to live my life to the fullest. I had a lot of guilt, and you don't need to talk about the society, of course. From my mother, my mother-in-law, all of them were having a lot of expectation, and I knew I need to break this. I want to be able to spend quality time with my son, but at the same time, I don't want to lose myself. And I I wanted to join Legacy Reloaded, but I was thinking and thinking and thinking about it until I only signed up, paid for it, signed up, and walked in on the last day. I mean that on Friday. On Friday is when we were supposed to walk in at 6. 3 o'clock I paid,
7.
and I signed up and I walked in. Oh, but Ting, the person who enrolled me, she had a hunch maybe that I will enroll. She got me to do the homework all much earlier. So all were done. So it's just the final bit of paying and walking in. So I'm a person who I know about myself. I'll be very, very upset, disappointed with myself if I miss an opportunity. I have this FOMO, fear of missing out.
Yeah.
I don't want to miss out on big things. I cannot forgive myself if I do that. So that's why I told myself, okay, never mind. What's the worst thing that can happen? Because in Legacy, things were different, and we can't help it but to compare Legacy and Legacy Reloaded. But you know what? When I walked in the first weekend, just the first weekend, that night, it was so that first day gave me so much of validation that I did the right thing. This is where I'm supposed to be, and I'm so thankful that I took this decision to be in that room together with the 18 of them. I was so happy to be there, and I knew that I made the right decision. Of course, it wasn't easy finding a babysitter so last minute, and if it's a baby, you can just pass it to somebody to take care. 4-year-old, they have their nuances and they have their own liking. It's difficult to make them befriend somebody new. So yeah, it was a journey, but I did all the preparations, and I have a very loving husband, Saran. He yeah, a lot of times we don't get along, but in this sense, he always encouraged me to be out there and do what makes me happy. He always tells me, if I say I'm not sure whether I want to go for this, or just spend time today at home, and he will say, you know what, you should go. He always encourages me, and I think that's how I feel. I'm so blessed, and I'm able to juggle between the two, family and to be here in Legacy Reloaded.
Okay, great. I'm curious, when did you both, like, which year did you complete your initial legacy journey?
Mine was 2018 March.
7 years ago. 7 years ago.
Seven
Uh,
years ago, 2017?
Somewhere there. My
Yeah.
captain was Alex.
Oh, okay.
Alex Wong. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was Legacy 60, L60.
Okay, wow. Okay.
So
So,
together with Jesse.
quite a number of years ago.
Yes.
So not to compare, just what did you notice besides, attracting was very different about your purpose, your drive, your actions, how you were playing this time in Legacy Reloaded?
So, if I want to be honest about myself, I noticed moments during my Legacy Reloaded. I was outsmarting my own self. What does it mean? Is basically it's like, in a way, like I know the game. My mind is trying to convince me this is all about a game, and this was a challenging year. Because when the first time when I played my Legacy, I came from I don't know anything. Every day, every moment was a new moment. And this 100 days, like earlier what we said, same but different. And yearly this 100 days really like continuing like myself and all even my own buddy Jesse keep on reminding me what's my purpose, what's my intention, all of this. And that was a challenge, but in a way it continues. Just every day I get up and just reset myself and just remind myself, who am I? And certain practices that we do in Legacy Reloaded, that in Legacy that we don't practice, that really helped. That really helped me to like remind me every day why I want to play this under this.
Okay. What did you notice was different about the way you were playing this time?
The way I was playing, I was I cannot say because a lot of, like, when I wanted to sign up for Legacy Reloaded, I tried to get my friends to sign up. Okay, I thought, go with a friend, that'll be nice and all. But to my surprise, nobody wanted to do it. I'm like, why y'all don't want to do? And I was trying to sell it, and a lot of them were like, no, because then that's when I realized a lot of people had a very negative idea about Legacy. I'm not sure why, but for me, so I said I can't speak about it, but for me, Legacy was a very, very how should I put it? I played it beautifully. I liked the game. I enjoyed Legacy. Okay, so I was looking forward towards Legacy Reloaded. It's just that with new changes in life, with my son and now being married and all the commitments, and I wasn't sure that I can give my 100%. Being single and now having a 4-year-old that you have to run around with, and feeding is 2 hours, and that's lunch, and then feeding again, dinner is 2 hours, so it takes up a lot of your time. So I wasn't sure whether I'm gonna do that. So for me, when I was signing up for Legacy, I wasn't sure that I can give that my 100%. But later I realized, without me realizing, I'm comparing myself with that, and the context of Legacy Reloaded was so easy for me. It was very easy that I was able to adapt so well. And I if you ask me, throughout the Legacy Reloaded program, I was telling myself, I was just giving 60%, for myself, how I played. But now that it ended and looking at the whole thing, I think I did give 100%. Even if I'm not there, I'm thinking about it. I pray. So I pray for my friends. I am not there. I'm not able to physically be there for a lot of things, but I call them separately and support my friends. Same way I was supported in many ways. So it kind of like opened up my mind, like you can achieve result, you can achieve a lot of things. not in the 100% that you're thinking is not necessary. You must give the 100, you must push. No, it can be in a gentler way. You know, there's no word gentler. Sorry, it can be more gentle way. So today, if I were to rate myself, I actually did it 100%. I played Legacy Reloaded 100% with no guilt. And I think that's how it is supposed to be played. To be able to garner the result at our being ourselves, as I was being myself. Yeah.
Okay. Not to really compare, but tell me a little bit about what was different between first, second, third weekends, because we have a first weekend for the first, second, and third weekend for both the Legacy program and the Legacy Reloaded.
It's very different.
Okay.
It's extremely different. First weekend, for me, it gave me a lot of validation that all what I'm doing in my life, with my friends, with my family, it's all correct. Sometimes, you wonder, I'm doing it, but I don't know whether it's true. I mean, it's the right thing. Yeah, I'm doing it, but nobody comes and tells you, yes, you've done a good job. Especially in family, nobody comes and tells you, So it gave me the validation that, yes, I'm on the right track. I just need to be Katherine, just be yourself. You're already doing it right. It's okay. That's how I felt. Because we are often compared to. On the second weekend, wow, it was like, what? It was like, you have to think out of the box. That's when I realized how much I have boxed up my life, myself, in a very fixed curriculum. So we were forced to think out of the box, forced to be outside, no more in the box. And if you're in the box, you lose. You cannot play, you cannot go further, you can't march forward. You have to think out of the box. And thinking out of the box means that you need to have certain amount of calmness in us, for us to be creative. You need to be outside there,
Okay.
Creative. I can't reveal so much.
Yeah.
And the third weekend gave so much of it gave a lot of self-worthiness, restored a lot of self-worthiness. Third weekend was together with POI. So POI is already beautiful, and we were privileged to have that extra session after POI. So it was so you can see the in Legacy, third weekend is a lot got to do with self-worthiness as well. But this is taking it up one notch higher. When you do Legacy third weekend, you think like, how can anybody top this? How can somebody provide an experience greater than this? And then when you do Legacy Reloaded, like, wow, like there is no words. You become speechless, and there's only tears coming out from your eyes because you can feel the worthiness, self-worthiness, and that no words can describe.
Wow. My first, second, third weekend. It's really like what you said, the comfort and uncomfort. When I walked into the first weekend, felt comfortable.
Okay.
I knew the game. So I was very high on passion. Felt like empowered, felt worthy, felt like the world is mine. I know what to go and do that out there first weekend. It really felt wonderful. So it really started well. That's who am I. When I know the game, or when I know something is my comfort zone, I will know I will give my 1,000%. So when it came to second weekend, oh my God. Second weekend was really uncomfortable for me in the way that when I'm uncomfortable, I literally will not show up. I will just hide. And that's why within Legacy Reloaded, my second weekend actually happened during the car ride back to Jayawan.
Okay.
Oh, postmortem.
That was my second weekend. My second weekend, that few days, I was just like a zombie. And I knew the best part, I knew I was a zombie, but just because when I felt so uncomfortable, I was just being righteous and being angry and being want to be right about it, and I just allowed it. until finally the car ride back. I still remember Xiao, Wesley, and Peggy was in the car. they they got my everything what I felt. They was my guinea pig, and I'm so thankful for them because they gave me the space to really really allow me to let go and feel and be myself. And third weekend, like what she said, I was thinking, how can you just stop my legacy third weekend? Because my legacy third weekend, I just felt like, wow, if you want to send a farewell, that was an awesome and great experience that I went through my third weekend. But when we went through our third weekend with POI, it felt beautiful. It was simplified, but it was so powerful. So powerful in a way that it really allowed me to, whatever I went through the 100 days in Legacy Reloaded, allow me to heal, allow me to remind myself that where am I? I'm in the right place now. I feel I'm feeling in the right process. And the following day, it reminds me to get up in the morning. Let's start all over again back for another 100 days. That was a very beautiful and powerful weekend. My legacy loaded.
Yeah, with POI, yeah.
Correct.
The relation was so good.
And with POI, really I thought I was a person that could easily be honest and vulnerable. But I realized POI really know how to go deep into myself. That moment I was literally scared of being vulnerable. Because really that moment I really felt like, what would people think about me? And I didn't knew that I had that. And it's a continuous learning process.
Right.
And after my third weekend, after POI, because POI also ended, and I got a call asking how was your POI, and I said, oh my god, it's so fabulous because we had it together with our third weekend, and I noticed something about myself. On the Monday and on the Tuesday, I didn't realize, but only when it was asked, the question was asked, then only I realized I was singing. I was so happy. And I'm recalling when was the last I was like, sometimes, you just sing, you just so contented. There's nothing to look forward for in life, the present moment is enough. That's how you feel. And I used to do this. I used to sing. I used to be just happy. And I got that. Yeah, I got that. And I was very happy. Yeah.
It's very beautiful.
It is.
To clarify for the audience, the first weekend is just like any similar schedule to the first weekend for a legacy program, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. The second weekend, however, was it 5 days?
4 days.
4 days.
Yeah.
4 days, starting from
Thursday.
Oh no, you started on Wednesday, right? You came in on Wednesday
Wednesday
night.
night.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Wednesday night.
Wednesday night, and from there on, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is residential.
Yep.
Yes.
And then the third weekend is a combined weekend together with the power of intimacy. So with additional modules after the workshop is over at night for the Legacy Reloaded participants. So great. Overall, what would be your biggest learning from your Legacy Reloaded?
Biggest learning. I thought that's what we said earlier. For me, it's I didn't know you can also get result this way. So that's an eye-opening learning.
Right.
That you don't need to go chase people for result. That's what we're so used to. That's what we were taught, even from school.
Right.
You don't know the answer, go get the answer. What are you sitting here for? So no, not necessary. A lot of answers are within ourselves. We can sit and try to figure it out and work on ourselves first, that kind of thing. So that's my biggest learning.
So it sounds like this learning happened for you way early on, like when the first weekend kind of thing.
Yeah, the first weekend gave me a validation, like, okay, what I'm doing is right. The entire LR was just telling us that we are already on the right track. Just who are you becoming? By doing all this, who are you becoming? Be conscious of what's happening to you. Be conscious and ask yourself who you're becoming. Yeah, every experience is making us become someone else. Becoming some. There is two things. Okay, so for me, I always say unbecoming. Personally, I feel that you have to drop a lot of things in you in order to unbecome what you were, so that you can become someone different. Yeah, so it was focused on becoming. Yeah.
Okay. Biggest learning.
Wow. My biggest learning throughout these 100 days was I had a lot of belief.
Mhm.
Belief in a way whether I can juggle and multitask. My biggest learning really these 100 days, it was a powerful reminder how powerful am I when I put my mind into it. And regardless the circumstances or the things that are going on in my life, and it's like an affirmation that if I want something, I can go and get it. And it's a very powerful reminder because the goal that I set or the game that I set is take it to the next notch.
Mm.
And that was a powerful reminder that I can do this whether I want it. And because of that 100 days, it reminded me now that consequently every 100 days, what I want, I can get it.
Yeah.
That's a very
Shan is a very big inspiration for a lot of us. Yeah, so the way he has played it reminds us also, get up, go play, that kind of thing. So yeah, he's like the middle piece in LR1. Yes.
Okay.
it's a very powerful affirmation.
Mm.
Like who am I since 7 years ago, and the journey that I've continuing playing in the 7 years, and now
Mm.
it's like I have a lot more to give. It's not just the end.
Mhm.
It's just a beginning.
Okay.
And it's a very powerful affirmation.
Great. Now, we've come to almost the end of the podcast. Now, in closing, I just have one very simple question. If you were to use one word to describe Legacy Reloaded, what would be your one word?
For me, it's gentleness.
Okay. Shan?
For me, one word about Legacy Loaded is vulnerable.
Vulnerable? Okay. All right. So it just sounds so different.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. So, thank you, Katherine and Shan, for being with us.
Thanks, Danush.
For the audience out there, especially those of you who are legacy graduates, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments for them specifically, or even for Hard Knocks in terms of what LR is all about. Whatever you learn from this conversation today, put it down there too. Again, thank you both for being here today with us, tonight with us, and sharing with us your experience and what LR is all about. I learned a lot about LR today. So thank you everybody for tuning in to Heart Talk. We'll see you again next Monday. Let your heart do the talking.